No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I was introduced to Miss Slay Queen when I attended the Women's Veteran event, and what gravitated me towards her was her essence, her personality, and the way she was dressed. And after that event, I got laid off, and I felt like it was my time to figure out what it is that I needed to move forward. And, being laid off is not, it wasn't something I was expecting. I didn't get no 2-week notice or anything like that. They just called me and say, Melissa, we have to let you go. But ever since I've been working with Miss Slay Queen here, I felt so relieved because I was all over the place. Like I liked so many things and I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. So I came up with my 3 core values, my brand color. This is one of my brand colors, and also just aligning who I am to share with the world. So there were just so many things I needed to update about myself. And, you know, this program, it's a great investment to yourself. And that's something that I knew I needed to do. So I just wanted to tell you ladies that this is not going to be a waste of your time. This is something that I believe we all need as women, especially over 40. So I just want to say thank you again for having me here. And it's an awesome opportunity. And actually, let me share this one thing with you guys. So I took a course on how to dine like a diplomat. And the lady who taught the course, she lives in Netherlands. And she liked my style. And she was like, you know what, Melissa, we're going to invite you to our conference in the Netherlands in May. And I saw that as an opportunity for me to just travel and to just go. I'm not going to hold back and say, no, I can't go. So just attending that course and meeting with other women who are interested in the same things that I'm interested in, that opened up a door for me that I wasn't even expecting. So that's part of my brand. So I just wanted to share that with you ladies. So thank you. Thank you so much.
And I love your transformation. It's absolutely in real time. So thank you for sharing your story, Melissa. And then
Thank
we
you.
have Dr. T. Dr. T, can you share a couple of minutes of your experience?
Yes, I would be so happy to. Excuse me. I'm just getting over a cold, so please excuse me. So my story is that last year in 2024, my whole life changed. I retired from the Army after 37 years. You heard me, 37 years. Thank you. I actually, I also completed my doctoral degree in health science and exercise leadership. I also divorced my husband, moved out, and got a boyfriend. So just everything changed in my life, right? And I'm so happy. Like I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. And it's just amazing. But I also met Rochelle at the Institute for Veterans and Military Families event, the women's event. I guess that was last September or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. But I met her there, and I was drawn to her immediately due to that outfit that she has on. I still want that outfit. I had a kind of branding coach at the time, but I said, "Oh no, that's what I need right there," and I knew that's what I needed. And so we talked, and just over the months that after I connected with her and I started following her on LinkedIn, I said, "Yeah, I need to get with her." And with all the transitions that happened in my life in 2024, I went through a real grieving process because I literally am becoming a totally new person, right? Um, and so as I'm working with Rochelle, I'm like, I'm doing the work. I'm serious about doing the work. But I'm saying to myself, like, I know I'm transforming, but I don't see it yet. But honey,
Honey,
listen, when I tell you the doors that have opened for me, and one of the things that I really appreciate is just her really honing in and really getting clear, helping me to get clear about who I am. And we talked about that just yesterday. I am a clinical research-based health and fitness expert. That is so powerful. So I just thank you so much, Rochelle, for just empowering my whole life. And I am no longer shrinking because I shrunk for years because my family and my ex-husband, they all just, oh, what are you doing? You have a master's degree. Why aren't you working? Why you, because the military was my career. I was a sergeant major for 11 years. I quit my job back in 2015. I haven't worked for anyone since that time. So Tina Brown, and I'm transitioning my name too. So Dr. Tina Brown, and this is what I say, Tina Brown got beat down by the people that supposedly love me. But I'm releasing that, and now I'm Dr. Tina Kelly. Brown is going away, and and my life is just so amazing. So I'm just so grateful. I really am. And I tell you, when you go on a journey like this, I know from my perspective, and I said this to Rochelle yesterday, God aligns everything so perfectly. And I'm in an amazing place. And I can't wait till next chapter. So thank you so much for letting me share too.
Yes, thank you for sharing. Oh, I so love this.
Absolutely. My pleasure. It's my
And then
pleasure.
I have Lindsay, and she'll be the last person to share here. So Lindsay, if you could share, please, Queen.
Hello. I actually had to go change because I did have on black. And that was because I was running late. So I actually changed this blue, which you can't see. That is my brand color. And this is actually a piece that I went shopping with Rochelle to get, Miss Slay Queen. So I met Rochelle virtually on LinkedIn. And then I attended her own the room workshop. And when I showed up, I was not owning the room. But she quickly showed me how to own the room. So I became a client of hers under her 6-week program. It was very intentional. I was moving into a different space. She helped me go from I help veterans to I am a veteran ambassador. Okay. So I do have a nonprofit where I help transitioning service members. And when I say transitioning is when the service member or the veteran feels like they are done. So it's from 1 day to 50 years, however long it takes. It was very intentional how I set up the 6 weeks. It led me up into my launch for my nonprofit where Miss Slay Queen actually presented for me. She is an ambassador, if you will, for my nonprofit. And also, it led me into my latest role of being the veteran liaison for District 12B of Anne Arundel County. Heavy lift, legislative. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So I appreciate everything that I've learned so far. I'm very excited to rejoin Miss Hemingway as a client for her 12-month program because I actually need it as I move into the positions that I'm moving into and being a community networker and connector, just filling those gaps that are needed in the veteran community. I have big things coming, and Rochelle is whew, very much needed. So I appreciate it. And ladies, you will not be disappointed. Oh, let me just say this real quick before I'm done. What made me realize that she was the one was when I told her all that I do. And I say, most of the people tell me that I do too much. And she's like, you don't do too much. Is it too much to you? I said, no. Well, you don't do too much. Let's figure out how we merge everything together so you can show up and it makes sense. So from then on, I was like, she's my person. And the shopping experience is simply amazing. Just walking through the store and she gets you. She gets you. She asks you what you want and she delivers in a way that you just didn't even imagine. So thank you.
Thank you, ladies. I am so happy for your transformation and where you're at right now. And I absolutely appreciate you for trusting me, believing in me, and to help you to get to your next. And